It's a sad occasion in our Mayor Minutes because it's the last Mayor's Minutes with Kelli Slavik from Plymouth. Decided not to run this year, but she has some great plans ahead. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, let's just recap a little bit. So you moved to Plymouth in 1991, and then you decided to run for council in the late 90s. Why did you do that? And as you look back, how much fun has that been?
Sure. Well, I can tell you, it's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. And I originally ran for city council because I had an issue with the city. I had some concerns about a development coming into my neighborhood. And I started attending planning commission meetings and city council meetings, and I organized my neighbors, and we had petitions, and we were researching case law, and we were doing long presentations to the council and to staff. And I really got involved because I wanted to make a difference in this development that was coming near my home. And when I was meeting with council members and the mayor, and I wasn't getting a lot of traction with my council member, and I found out that he was not going to run again. And my neighbors really encouraged me, and they said, you got to do this, you got to do this. And didn't have any experience, didn't know what I was doing. I thought, okay, I'll give it a whirl. So
what did you learn from that, and what can you tell other people about that experience that maybe helps them get involved in the city?
Sure. Well, I think the biggest thing I learned that it's really important to listen, just to let people talk to you and to be a good listener. And you might not always, vote their way or agree with what they're saying, but just the fact that they're listened to, I think really goes a long way. And so I think it's really easy to get involved with the city. We have so many boards and commissions and volunteer opportunities, and we really encourage people to get involved that way. And a lot of our board and commission members and our volunteers go on to run for office, and they're not always successful the first time, but I think it's a great process. Our local government is very transparent. We're very connected to the people. We have a very engaged community, so it's really easy to get involved.
So 11 years then as mayor, and I know there are some great projects that you've had a part in and been mayor during these. Tell us about maybe 2, 3 of the big projects that you're very proud of.
Sure. Well, something I'm really proud of, I wouldn't call it a project, but in 2008, Plymouth was designated as the #1 city in the country, which we didn't apply for, we didn't seek out, they came to us. So it was really exciting to be a part of that whole process and to see what was important to our residents and what was important to make us nationally recognized. So that was really fun to be a part of. Also, a couple projects that I did work hard on was the 3rd lane on 494 through Plymouth, and also our Veterans Memorial is something I'm really proud of. It took a few cycles through our budget to get that funded and to get the council on board, but that's just because there were other priorities. I think once it was constructed, everybody really loves it. It's in a very prominent location adjacent to City Hall, and we have a lot of names etched on the granite there, and it's something that every time I go by, I'm just really proud that we were able to complete that in Plymouth.
Wonderful. And next steps, still in the work for the mayor, but she did let us know that during the first council meeting of 2019, you're going to be in Florida, so congratulations.
That's
Kelli,
right.
Thank you very much for your service to the city.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Learn more about The Connection at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.